Everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to our live chat.
Here we are for Spiritual Saturday.
It's a rainy day.
Yeah. And there's a kitty behind Vera.
Yeah.
Can't see, but
Lucy's here
we
with
have.
us.
There's three of us. Okay, so we wanted to remind everyone that every week we update our website with our podcast. So our podcast this week was personal power in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to check that out, you can go to our website at Souls Enlightenment. And what else do we have, Vera?
Well, let's see, what else do we have? I was going to say something and it just went totally out of my brain.
We have the Evening with Angus.
Yeah.
That's coming up here in Northern California on May 23rd. And the topic
is about anxiety, post-traumatic stress, that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. Depression, other type of similar issues. A lot of us have something, right, that we're working on.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Especially right now, people are just really calling in, asking for prayers. It's been interesting.
Yeah, a lot of people. You know what's interesting about that, Vera? In a session we had not long ago with Angus, through Vera, he was telling us that there's a lot of negativity hanging around right now. So he was saying it's more than stressful and that we're all going through it.
We sure are.
So,
hi everybody. I don't know who's there.
This couldn't be
Roxanne, Sammy.
This couldn't be a better timing that we're having this evening with Angus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Hi everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Vera, do we want to start off
No, I have more.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to hear. Okay.
Yeah. So we've been, I've actually been getting a lot of requests for prayer, people want to put on our prayer list kind of thing. And one of them is Tiffany. If everybody can put her in your prayers. She's had really hard time with her migraines. So that's, one of them. And then my brother-in-law's service cat was shot.
Sad.
Yeah, somebody shot it.
But he's still alive. Huh?
Well, as far as we know, I don't know. The kitty's at the vet, but it was shot, and it's close to the heart. But it missed the heart, but it's stuck in the cat's diaphragm, and it bled a lot. So I don't know if it's going to make it or not. But it's just I don't understand why people get enjoyment out of things like that. I really don't. It just boggles my mind. Who would want to shoot a cat that's just sitting on a fence? I mean, I don't know. But there's all kinds of people out there, kind of thing. So, but please, if you put, them in your prayers, that would be great.
And we could ask Handriel.
Yeah.
Handriel, the archangel that's holding this kitty. Mm-hmm. And we can, even when you visualize a type of a healing, or like in this case, Handriel holding the kitty to help him to heal, that visualization is like a prayer.
Oh,
so that
it is
help.
A prayer. It's not like one. It is a prayer.
Yeah.
Anything you just say just automatically goes up. So that's
exactly.
That's
God and the angels gets it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So yes, so healing and prayers for
to both Kitty and Tiffany, because she really had a hard time the other night. So these migraines are no joke. I mean, I know a lot of people say, oh, it's all in their head, haha, kind of thing, but it's very real, and it's immobilizing, and and if it happens, say like you're out or somewhere, it's embarrassing, and it shouldn't be, but you don't want to have something happen and then not be able to move, and then people have to take care of you. But that's why people are around you. That's why you charted it, because people have to be able to fulfill their charts too by helping you. So you're actually helping other people fulfill their charts as well.
And on that note, I would really love it if you could all please send Vera healing energy too.
Thanks.
Because she's in some pain today as well.
That's okay. You didn't have to say it. It's all right. I can deal with that. Those other ones are just, really, it alters your way of living, actually. So, let's and pray to for everyone that's on the prayer list too, because we have a whole list of people that write in, call in
Yeah.
on the prayer list. So that's really important.
Yeah. And if you would like to see where that's at for yourself or for a loved one, it's on our website, and it's under, you'll find it in our menu.
Yay, Tiff, we were just talking about you. Yeah, so prayer list is really important, so that's a good thing too. And then, you know, if you want to add people to it, that's great. If you want to be on it, that's great too. So then we have the last woman standing is no longer standing.
Yeah.
Politically.
Elizabeth.
Yeah, so she's out, so
She stepped out.
we're going to have to rely on, I don't even want to say it, because it might not sound right,
But we know what you mean.
anyway, you know, it's just don't count women out. It's not like, you know, we're done. And because I still feel wholeheartedly that if a woman was president and qualified, not just because they're a woman, I should say anyone, but really it's time for one. So, but maybe in 2024, who knows?
Exactly.
Yeah. And then the coronavirus. I've been getting a lot of questions about that. And from what Angus is saying, it's pretty much, it's not from touching things. But you still want to be careful. You still want to, you know, make sure your hands are clean and all that kind of stuff. Kind of stay away from people right now. And because you don't know where they've been. It's kind of, it's like we're invited to a wedding. And it's like, do you want to go to the wedding? It's kind of messing up people's lives.
I know it.
You know,
big time.
Ozzy Osbourne just canceled his because of the coronavirus. One of, I can't remember if it was one of the people that's in a group that was going to perform with him came down with it, or somebody around there came down with it. What do you call it? How do you say it? They haven't taken the test, but they have symptoms is what I'm trying to think of. So just, you know, keep your hands clean. Don't touch your face like I just did. And, you know, do the elbow instead of hugging.
Instead of the fist bump, they're
not
saying,
even fist pump.
Because, they're saying not to do that. And then, like you were saying, one of the things that Angus said is that it doesn't survive on inanimate objects. It survives within the human.
Right. It passes human to human. So, yeah.
And I wanted to also tell everyone that one of the things that he was also telling us through you was that he said the positive side, if we can find if we can find a positive, would be that science advances. That science is a lot better now. Yeah. And when things like this happen, it advances science and compassion, personal lessons. And one of the things that I thought too was interesting was that the timing that this outbreak has happened, it reminds me of something that occurred to unite people and countries against a common enemy, a disease. So that's, if we can find a positive. And then of course, as you know, we're always talking about is that the people that have passed on, it's something that they did chart. And I remember one time you were talking about, I don't remember what thing it was, but at the time you were describing to us all about there being a big lecture on the other side. And Mother got asking, okay, who is going to go from this so that we can advance science and we can bring up the consciousness for whatever
buddy, what happened?
is going on in the world. And so it kind of reminds me of that, a large lecture where before this incarnation, a lot of people said, okay, you know, we're going to go from this disease for those spiritual reasons, kind of a thing. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting because it reminded me of that type of thing that you had brought up before about people. Are you okay? Did he scratch you?
No, I don't. I was paying attention to that. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No worries.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Yeah. But it was one dog in China that they're talking about. The one I read about, Roxanne, and they have symptoms. I don't believe that they were that they had taken the test for the dog, but they said it's highly rare that you would pick it up from an animal, you know, animal to human kind of thing. But they're claiming that this dog has symptoms of it. So we'll have to see what happens there. Because usually it just doesn't cross over human to animal, but sometimes maybe I guess it does. I don't know right now. It's just everything's so topsy-turvy kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to really be careful and, you know, just kind of, you don't have to get panicky. Like Costco here in Manteca, you can't find water, you can't find toilet paper, and you cannot find paper towels. They are out. So, yeah.
You know, one of the things that one of our friends was telling us too is that you can go online because I guess some places are out of like hand sanitizers.
Everything.
You can make it. There's a recipe
Oh, yeah.
online that you can make your own homemade
Pinterest.
Sanitizer for your hands and everything.
And some people are charging $200 for sanitizer because people are out of sanitizer too. Not just water. I should have said they're out of sanitizer too. Yeah, crazy.
So yeah, we can make our own. And so we can do our homemade.
And really, that hand sanitizer is bad.
That's what I mean. We can make our own.
It's cancer causing. It's like, and I know they slather it on kids and everything. And you're just like going, oh my God. But you know, if you don't wash your hands enough, I guess that can do it. But you know, you just go with the flow, kind of thing. So.
Okay.
So on more happier notes.
Yes.
Do we have any?
Yes, we do. We have the answers to 2 questions.
Well, they're kind of questions. I'm not really sure if they're questions, but they're comments, so I answered the comments.
Do you want to start off with
Christy
first?
Krisi.
Okay.
Krisi.
Oh, Krisi.
Yeah, right?
Okay,
Yes.
Yep, you're right. Okay, I'm going to just read her question. Here we go.
Okay.
Krisi is asking, I had to have surgery on my
Oh,
ear.
wait a minute.
Oop.
There's one above it. It says Bell palsy.
Okay, let's go
Right
see.
there.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I'll just read them both together.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
No, I'll read them separately.
thank you.
Okay. I don't think I'm going to marry in this life. It was never on my life to-do list, and romantic relationships don't come natural to me. I'm kind of a lone wolf. Now, I don't feel so bad knowing it's not because there's something wrong with me.
Right. I have a feeling like I answered this before. Maybe I didn't.
Maybe you did on paper or to yourself, but we didn't hear the
Yeah,
answers
that's
that
so
I know
weird. Okay, anyway. I just thought it was great that you've realized that it's not anything that's wrong with you. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I did, didn't I? Didn't
You
I?
did. Oh, see?
I knew it.
She knows.
Because it was something, I can't remember, like, she had a lot of hermit lives, or not hermit lives, but something. I know I remember.
Okay, well then perfect.
Okay, well, we'll find.
Oh,
Well,
Tammy's
anyway.
telling us right now.
It was the last show. Is that 3-1? Okay, well, forget that. I just answered it again. Did I answer the one with the eardrum? I don't think I did that one.
No. Okay.
Where she was told that she has old people problems and she's young.
Yes, I don't believe you answered.
Did I answer that one?
That one I definitely don't remember. Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
I had to have surgery on my eardrum without anesthesia when I was 1. My health has always been weird, and a nurse once told me I have old people problems. Like things I experience usually don't happen until after the age of 50.
But with Krisi, did I answer her about her not being in a relationship this time in this current lifetime? Because I picked up that she is, but later in life, and it's just a companionship thing. But that turns into love, but they're old. But you know, it's more comfortable for her then. Okay, so this other one that's another thing. I get frustrated when medical people tell you you're this, you're that, you're in a box. Drives me to distraction.
Right.
Okay,
It's like
good.
they label you or they put this thing on you, and then all of a sudden you're going to have all these symptoms, or you're going to be on this timeline or whatever.
Well, if you were a child and someone told you that, then you're like going, oh God, I
Yeah.
feel so bad. I'm old inside, and yeah, no. But you had a past life, and you decided in your current lifetime that you wanted to have, let's say, more issues than normal, I guess, general. because you've had so many lifetimes where your health was just amazing. So I picked up that this one, I don't even know if Burma came to my head, and I don't even know where that is. But I don't know if Burma people had those.
Those rings?
Yeah, because I see her with those things, but I don't know if that's Burma. But anyway, you live to be like either 112 or 121. People couldn't, because there was no proof of when you were born, right? There was nothing, like we have birth certificates and stuff back then. But you lived to be such an old age, but yet you were able to do, basically got your own water at 112 or 21,
Wow,
until
that's
the very
awesome.
end. You were productive in doing things. But had they had like autopsies back then, you were riddled with disease. But you just
Wow.
didn't let it bother you, or you
Wow.
of course you had high tolerance for pain. But you see my little picture?
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, but in this lifetime you wanted to see what it would be like and how you would react and how you would do with having more medical issues than normal in previous lifetimes.
Wow.
So in a way, the nurse was right, but there's other ways of saying it without programming people that,
Right,
oh my
exactly.
God. Yeah, so.
And the programming that she's talking about is we can be programmed from society, from people, from even our parents, religion, like doctors and stuff like that. And that's just something where they say something and we take that on to where we believe it and we can manifest it. Like then we do have those issues, or like you'll hear about somebody will find out that their timeline is 6 months and then they go within 6 months kind of thing.
Or before. And then with Sylvia didn't tell her dad that he had stomach cancer, and he lived like 12 more years.
Isn't that
And
amazing?
didn't.
And then once he found out,
He died within a couple of months.
so yeah, the amazing thing about this for Krisi is finding this information out now about her past life can really, I would think, help her to pull up that cell memory from that
Definitely.
life.
That's what I was
of
going to say.
when she had that strength to carry on.
Yep, exactly. So don't go with the programming. Go with how you feel inside, your strength, pull from that past life where you were able to work through anything, so that was pretty awesome.
So this is interesting. Tiffany was saying, yes, Burmese people do have those rings.
Oh, they do?
On the necks. It's located near China, she thinks.
Tiffany,
That's interesting.
can I tell them about what we talked about? I have to have her permission though. Yeah, because it was so interesting. Oh my gosh.
She's getting stuff.
There was like, when I was helping Tiffany the other night, there was another lady that asked a question, and she's from Tiffany. She was in the same tribe.
Really?
But I have to ask her if I can talk about it.
So Tiffany, do you mind?
Oh, it's China. Oh, awesome.
Do you mind if Vera talks about the information she was giving you the other night?
But I can't remember who the lady was. That she's in the same tribe that Tiffany was in California. Well, anyway, so the next one I could talk about, unless whenever
she
says
gets
yay
back.
or nay, it's up to her. Roxanne is the next one.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Vera, my client and I, who I'm not related to in this lifetime, have the same brown birthmark on our breast, but opposite. Mine is on the left breast and my client is on the right side. Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. Very, I put. But she was in your Scottish life when you were with us.
Oh, really?
That was your mama that died in birth.
Oh, wow.
That lady. So that was just a reminder for you guys to remember, or to realize that bond that you had for a split second. But that was still the love of that mother, and you went on to do things, and she helped you from the other side.
Wow,
so
that's neat.
yeah, so that's where you guys were. That's your soul tribe lady.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Tiffany says, go ahead. Oh, Roxanne said, I felt like it was like she was my mom.
Yeah, she was your mom.
See, isn't that
but I
amazing?
mean, you didn't
have
get
that
to be around her, but your dad in that past life, and then the women like us that knew your mom, and the other women, Sammy was in that life too. They made sure that you heard things about your mother, that how much you loved her and all that stuff. So, and how much she was loving you, and you weren't even here yet, kind of thing. So so that was awesome. Yeah. So it was cool. It was, God, see if I could remember now, Tiff. I know it was Tiffany had a past life where she was Native American.
Okay.
And her brother, I believe it's
I remember.
not Joey, but her other brother, were in life. Her dad was in her current dad was in that lifetime. Her mom was in that lifetime, and it was kind of, I was thinking more it was going to be about gold rush stuff.
Oh, you already remember that part. Okay.
I remember that.
So excited.
Yeah, but it's when the gold rush came, and I can't remember the name of the. Do you remember the name of the tribe? But it was Mendocino County area where the Native Americans were. Had no clue this is what was going on. But what I picked up was Tiffany was holding her brother, and they were hiding, and it was her mom that actually hid them, but then she was killed because she was standing in front of them, right? But they were so hidden that they couldn't find the gold rush guys, couldn't find her. What they would do was they would go into these villages, and they would kill all the men, and they would rape the women and sell the children, sell the babies or kill them. It just depended on what they felt like doing. But they saw there was a commodity to buying and selling these people.
Right.
And Tiffany's father was I believe, like the chief in that area. And it always worked whenever he would share what they had. Yeah. Like if other people came in and were trying to steal or whatever, he would make it to where we could do this as a community, and it worked.
And it worked.
But
with people that have honor and goodness.
Right. It didn't work with these guys. They just took total advantage. They blindsided him. They killed all the men, and they were going after the women and children to sell them, because they would sell them to the other gold miners, to help them. Yeah, Mendocino, California. Oh, did I say?
No, you said Mendocino.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So there was another lady that asked a question. I can't remember her name. Really? And it was about that. Really? Because after I gave Tiffany her information, and like I was telling Tiff, did you ever hear about that in school?
No.
That they were doing this in California?
No.
In the 1800s?
Awful. Like we were talking about the other
It's
day.
like,
they talk about the manifest destiny, you were saying, right? But not the darkness what about the other side of that? That's
exactly
disgusting.
Yeah. And of course, to the natives, their gold wasn't,
of course not,
worth anything.
No, they don't need it to survive.
Yeah. I mean, it was used in their costumes and stuff, but it was because it was pretty, I think, or meant something. So yeah. So that's why it's like so interesting that we get these past lives, but then soul tribers are coming in it, it's like, and
see,
Tiffany's,
that's the thing.
I mean, Roxanne's client, so that we all were around each other all the time. So
I know, it's so cool. That's what I love about
Yeah.
having this time, because we can connect. And we've been in lives together before. It's just so cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but that's what I'm saying. It's like we're so all connected still, and we still have all these issues and stuff. But, yeah. And Tiffany and her brother got away. So, that they made it, but, having to see their whole family wiped out, of, the tribe and everything. So as soon as I find out who the other lady is, I will mention it in the description part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was part of that tribe too.
And I'll add this question.
Yeah. And then Bree will, is
birthmark.
it Bree? Yeah,
I
we'll
believe it
answer
is.
your question in another video.
Yeah, we'll put that down on our list.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, wow.
Nay love. That's awesome. Yeah. So, yeah. There you go. that's it. That's all I have for
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, all of you, for joining us today. We are so grateful. And anything else you want to tell everybody?
Just if you can remember it before you go to bed, pray for the people on the prayer list. We try to do it like at 9 p.m. whether we're in bed or not. So that way everybody gets prayed.
She was just asking a question. At what age did you get away, Tiffany, with your brother? Oh, I guess they're answering each other. Okay, good. All right. So we love you all and stay enlightened.
Very true.